We are in the City Council Chambers, 389 Spruce Street, second floor in Morgantown, West Virginia. Today is Monday, May 5th, 2025, and it is about 12:07 p.m. And so I call this meeting to order at 12:07. And first matter of business is the canvass results of the April 29th, 2025 municipal election. Today we have with us Councilor Kowecki.
Here.
Councilor Michael.
Here.
Mayor Buganim.
Present.
And Councilor Trumbull. Here. Okay. If I could have our four folks who will be doing the tally come forward, or just stand up and we will do your oath. You'll just raise your right hand.
You don't need to pick up the mic. Wow.
Is that good? Okay.
Sure.
I state your name.
I, Pressure.
Hi, Veronica Busser.
Marvin Davis.
Laura Gunter.
A qualified and registered voter of the county affiliated with the City of Morgantown election, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and honestly discharge my duties as canvassing board member of the county board according to the requirements of the law in this election. That I will carefully and accurately read and record the votes cast on each ballot voted in the election, which contains the signatures of both poll clerks, that I will not disclose to any person how any voter has voted, nor how any ballot has been folded, marked, printed, or stamped. That I will not disclose the votes cast for any candidate or any other information about the result of the election prior to the posting of the precinct returns on the door of the polling place. That I do not have any agreement, understand, or agreement that I will receive any money, position, or other benefit for service in the election apart from my official pay. That I do not have any agreement, understanding, or arrangement that I will perform any act for the benefit of any candidate in the election, and that I have nothing wagered or bet on the result of this election. Subscribed and sworn to me before me this 5th day of May 2025, signified by saying I will.
I will.
I will.
Thank you. Before you leave, I'll have you sign.
Sure.
Hey, Chrissy, do we need a pen or can we use pencil?
I can give you a pen.
Can you pass this down?
She's going to give us
Okay,
a
the
pen.
second matter of business is you'll need to set the amount.
Wait, hold on. Does it have to be blue pen? Don't sign.
It doesn't have to be blue, it's fine.
It's fine.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. Thank you. We need to set the amount for a recount. It cannot be $300, so the four of you will make a motion and set the bond for the recount. So I'll just, if someone would like to make a motion and second what that amount will be. It's if someone wants to recount, it will, there's a fee. Cannot be more than $300.
I move to set the recount fee at $300.
I'll second.
Okay, and we'll take a vote. Bill Kowecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes?
Mayor Buganim?
Yes.
Okay, on to set at $300. The next matter is to pull for the precinct. Mayor, would you like to draw?
Actually,
pressure.
I think Councilor Kowecki should.
Okay.
Sure.
Don't pick a big one.
Precinct 10.
That's mine.
Very good.
That's mine.
Precinct 10.
It's mine, precinct 2.
Thank you. Need to run down and get the ballot box. Yeah, sure.
282.
We didn't do absentee.
We can do that after we start counting, yeah.
Okay.
So then one,
Early voting?
the other one, approves. You did bring the precinct report, right?
Yes. Get your number. Yeah, your number. So this is the ballot box for the early voting. We'll have to go through all of the ballot, the boxes, this box of early voting and pull out all the 10s. And what you'll know is on the top of the ballot, it'll say which precinct. So I can move some chairs over here, or I can give you all a little bit, and you can sort them where you're sitting. Whatever's best for you.
I just say divvy them up.
What's that?
Just divvy them up.
Nicole, or Nikki, do you want to divvy them up and I'll run to get the ballot box? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah.
I can help you guys a little bit to get set here.
Okay.
So I need early votes or?
Yeah, that's on the ballot that you find.
And one thing.
And there are 2 absentees from the red hand.
Bill, didn't we do counting in the past? Like, you took us here last time, you and Jenny counted, and Nancy was here counted.
We'll get out of here real quick this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one shouldn't be very big at all.
Because here, once we go to the and Chris comes back, you guys will decide which ballots you count out of the way absentees and provisional election. And then we'll do the mechanical part, which the counters put in here. There's 2 absentees for precinct 10.
So does absentee also provisional?
They kind of are, yes, the late absentees are sort of provisional, but the rule is, well, you guys vote on it. But as long as they're posted on by election day, it did not come through the mail system in time, it should be counted.
Kind of voluntary.
So you guys are voting on yours. but we'll count them. You have old and new separated, Christine? Those are new.
These are new.
Yeah, so out of the old, there should be 2 precinct 10. They'll add to that count when they do the manual count.
How many election day votes were there for precinct 10?
Only 158.
That's what I said.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's about me.
50 election day, 78.
Do what now?
Local 78.
No, 78. 78.
Oh, you're kidding me.
158 is the total.
Yeah, I didn't think there'd be anything.
Man, that's really nice.
It's up to the order, that's all it is. That's all. You're in what?
I'm in precinct 20.
Oh, you're in precinct?
Those are the 2 precinct 10s?
Really? So you're ward and I ward?
Oh, sure. Totally Boston. Totally Boston. Did you, you have that precinct before that?
It's in one of these sheets.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it's right here. Right in the bottom.
Well, that's not good.
So we just need the page for 10.
10 will be precinct 13.
So then not all,
Mike, we're not gonna feed these again, are we?
so not
No,
all.
you're just checking against the report that I'm pulling right now out of this.
Some of them are
One got
probably
folded,
13 or
one got
2.
folded.
Morgantown.
Yeah, probably fine. We can get it through there if we had to, but no, we're not putting it in. So since they're doing all of it, these are the numbers they should come to. Get those called. If they just get election, they do this one. Just what we understand. This includes the 2 absentees, but this, I don't understand those. That's what they should come up with.
Okay.
That's gonna be for absentees, once we get to the point when they vote on that, I can get that started as they vote.
Okay, do you wanna do the,
So you bring forward every absentee.
Yeah, is that what you wanna do?
Each one, and then make a count and not count, file.
you ready to do that? Sorry. I'm sorry? They're still putting that under the voting, yeah. Okay, while they're doing that, we had 4 absentees that came in after the election. 3 of them came in by 4 of them came in by U.S. mail. 3 of them had a postmark appropriate for what the law states. Because they came in the day after the election, they're postmarked before the election. Okay? We had one that came in 2 days after the election. I noticed on the outside envelope that this had the voter's stamp on it, okay? Requirement for the clerk's office is for us, you'll see the difference, to postmark this and stamp it. We neglected to do that. So I want to make sure that you all know that. So if you all felt as a board that because we did not have this stamp on here and the voter had to go out and buy their own stamp, if they, that you, if you would like to count, you know what I mean? Because if you felt as a board that, because we didn't have the stamp,
So it's usually prepaid?
it's normally prepaid.
So they just bought their own stamp.
So they bought their own stamp, but
Okay.
they delayed them one day, so they didn't meet the deadline to get in here, but it might be the clerk's fault, office, because that happened. So I wanted to make sure that I share that with you.
Yeah, count.
So do you want a motion?
Yeah, let's make a motion.
Move to accept it.
Okay.
Second.
Before I stick that back in there.
Empty. Oh, okay. Ask her if she can sort it.
That's the new charge.
I can't see.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Thank you.
He does have to be back here.
We'll call roll. Bill Quackey?
Yes.
Reese Michael?
Yes.
This is a not time.
Danielle Trumbull? Mayor Buchanan? Okay. Nikki, I'll give this to Marcus. This is one out to me. They all count, yeah. Actually, if they're not tallying, then you don't do it. But you just help sort. If Veronica or Martin have to leave early, we'll pop you in, if that's okay.
So what was the total of absentee?
We had 19 absences.
We just added four more.
We'll wait as soon as we put them in here.
Hey, Christine, question.
Yes.
Last time, I recall, when we hit 5, we were supposed to announce that we hit 5 on a count or something like that. When we were hand counting them.
If you're tallying, that helps your partner know you hit 5.
Okay. I distinctly remember shouting 5.
Remember, that's typically
Thank you,
how it's done.
thank you.
We have to count twice.
Fair enough. Now I understand where I remember that from. 5, yeah,
18.
One election, I hope we had about 500 pounds.
Wow.
These are non-tenants?
Correct.
Thank you.
43 at the moment.
No, I stuck him in here. So do you know how you did it last time?
read off.
I have 35.
35?
Okay. So on your tally, you'll have,
Did you give them the two absentee as well? Those two ones there?
yeah, they're right here.
So they need those as well.
All right, we confirmed we have 78.
Excellent. Two
Okay,
absentees and then.
here's a two absentee. These are two absentee. So what, on your tally, you take turns doing it. You're gonna just make tally marks, hash marks for second ward. You're only gonna have one person, so you go write Jody Hollingshead. Fourth ward, you only, Jenny's the
Yeah,
only
Jenny,
option.
right.
And then
And
the
then
sixth
Mark
is
and Stephanie.
Mark or Stephanie. And then you gotta do a count for the charter amendment, no or yes, and then the referendum, no or yes.
Okay.
So you just take turns.
Okay. On each stack? Is that what she means? I'm not quite sure what she meant with take turns.
So, you remember from last time,
One
right?
person's going to read off, the other one's going to tally.
So, I'm doing, for example, here, Jody. And then,
Yeah, I'm just writing mine out, so. That's
Ward
name for
two.
each one, and then.
so Ward 2 Jody.
Thank you, ma'am.
To be Ward 4.
Absentee, yep. Yeah.
6, Ward 6. Mark. Yeah, Ward 6 is Mark. Yes, Stephanie too.
Five on it, you'll be doing just tallies. Pick one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick one and do a slash,
Charter, yes.
and you shout five to your person counting.
Yes. And then referendum.
So suddenly, 100 and.
All right, you ready for provisional?
That's what I'm getting ready to load here, so.
So now we're gonna charter. Yes, no, referendum, yes, no.
Hopefully, you come back to
Yeah, I left everybody just hear the rest of the absentees.
Rest of absentees.
No, please don't. It's gonna come out and hit my head. Okay.
That's what takes one.
I can see it.
What's that?
So I'm going over here because I couldn't see the.
Oh, I just pulled back forward for me.
Okay, I can see you now. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna do provisional now, okay? All right, this voter is registered in precinct 35, which is outside city limits. That's the reason they voted provisional. So I just need,
I move to reject the outside of city limits vote.
I'll second.
okay, I'll call for a vote. Bill Kolecki? To reject? Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes.
Mayor Bugan?
Yes.
This voter stated that they lived inside city limits. The Secretary of State, their website said that they lived in precinct 32, which is outside city limits. We did check with the county to make sure that, in case they had said they tried to change their voter's registration, and the county said that they do not have a record of any updated registration. So they live and are registered in precinct 32.
Move to reject the outside of city limits vote.
Second.
Okay, call for a vote. Bill Korecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes?
Mayor Buganim?
Yes.
This voter voted absentee, I'm sorry, provisional, because they voted, they were a poll worker and they voted on election day. When we looked them up in the Secretary of State's system, the system gave with their name and date of birth, there was no record of any registration at all. We called the county, and the county said, based on this date of birth and name, there is no voter's registration at all in West Virginia.
So can I ask, to be a poll worker, don't you have to be a registered
Yeah,
voter
so
in
I
the
think
county?
that there might be maybe a DOB, date of birth error, possibly on this provisional. That's how we look it up, is from the date of birth from this provisional. But that's correct, yeah.
You think that they misreported their own date of birth?
I don't know if the poll worker filled this out or if the voter filled this out. But the county said that they do have a name, correct, but the date of birth is different.
Date of birth and current and previous address are completely different by a significant amount.
Different from what they have written down.
When I looked in the county record that the county clerk sends to us prior to registration, their name appears as a registered voter, but the date of birth is just a little different.
And there was no middle initial or middle name listed that would indicate a different generation of the same family.
And the residency was not consistent?
Fourth Ward, yeah. They're according to the county, county records, by name, this individual is registered to vote, but the date of birth is just off a little bit.
So they are, so they do
They are
live.
registered. And the Secretary of State website, I don't know if it was down, I received an error. I called the Secretary of State's office to see if they were having any issue, and they indicated they were not, but. I could run it
How do we
again.
verify poll workers prior to the election?
We do. We look it all up.
And this is a poll worker.
Yes.
I would vote to accept it.
I'll second.
And may I ask a question?
Sure.
You said the date of birth did not match.
Was a little off.
Was a little-
What's a little
Now, my
off?
question is it possible that either A, you're reading like a 3 and a 5 as being similar?
No, completely different months, days, and one in the 80s decade, one in the 90s decade. So significant, enough of a difference to.
Would you like me to check it again while we're sitting here?
That'd be-
Okay, let's do that. Sorry.
Awkward thing, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. So when I look it up in the Secretary of State's database, using this, the name and the date of birth that is on this envelope, they are not registered, okay? I can look at my spreadsheet that I get from the county and tell you the difference on the date of birth.
Christine, can you check the signature that's on that ballot versus the signature in the system for that voter?
Let me see.
I feel like you have to check the poll book.
Yeah.
It's stored there in the statewide voter registration system.
But if you can't find it in the
Oh,
system.
yeah, pretty good. Here's the key. 10.
Should they have voted at 10?
But they voted in 2.
No, they should not have voted. Or 2A.
It's a registered
2A.
precinct.
2A.
Okay, so you did 2A vote to 5
So 2B.
Down in the basement?
So there's two of
Oh,
them.
no, it's in our office, yeah.
So there's two of us.
Yeah. Yeah, the date of birth is extremely off. The date of birth is 6 years off. But again, it could
A
be,
different month and a different day.
Or just a year.
it was a different month, yeah. But again, it could have been, the poll worker just may have written the wrong date of birth on there, so.
Do we have the ability to verify the signature?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what she's
I'll
doing.
do it, pull it up.
Yeah.
Can start the hand count.
They ready? You ready? They may have
We're
already
just
done.
showing.
Okay.
So two of us are salaried at least, so.
Okay. Okay, if you want to go ahead and do the tallies.
Okay. Do we need to silence when the motion comes on the floor again, or?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
That's can on the floor right there.
We go at the same time?
I have no idea.
Marvin, do you remember if we go at the same time, or do you guys go?
This is early voting.
They have them all in there, okay. I was just wondering why they weren't.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to go on to the next provisional and we'll come back to this one?
Sure. We're going to be doing
Yeah.
9 for second ward, 4th ward, Jenny,
Yep.
6th ward, Stephanie, no. So we're doing Jody, Jenny,
Yeah.
Mark,
Okay, this next provisional, they are registered in precinct
Yes.
81 outside of city limits.
Okay.
Real quick, are we allowed to make a motion considering we still have
Jody.
minutes open?
Jenny, Stephanie,
We never made any kind of motion on that one, or we did.
We didn't
So
vote.
the table?
Jenny,
You want a motion to table?
no,
Yes.
yes,
I'll move to table that motion.
Okay,
Second.
Jody,
Now we can.
Jenny,
thank you.
Mark, no. Jody, Jenny,
And now we need a motion for.
Yes.
precinct 81.
And this one was registered outside of city limits, you said?
Yes.
Jenny, Stephanie,
This one is registered in precinct 81
yes.
outside of city limits.
Move to reject outside of city limits vote?
There's no selections for either second or fourth.
Do I have a second?
So we're going to 6. Mark,
Yep.
yes, yes.
Bill Kolecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
And you got yes for both of those? The-
Danielle Trumbull?
the-
Yes.
Mayor Bugon?
Doing
Yes.
Nothing for second and fourth.
Okay.
So 6
Question,
is
are
going
we
to be.
counting the write-ins as well?
Just as a write-in.
Mark?
There are no official write-in candidates to count for, so all write-ins are the same. A write-in vote is a write-in.
That's good.
All right, so Mark, no, yes.
Okay, moving on to the next provisional. This voter is registered in precinct 32 outside of city limits.
Move to reject outside of city
We're
limits
going to
vote?
go to 6th ward. Mark, no.
I'm sorry, who's second? Bill, thank you.
We're going to be doing Jody,
Okay, for the question, Bill Kolecki?
for 4th ward.
Okay.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes.
Mayor Bugon?
Yes.
6th ward,
I wonder what we were in between.
Okay.
Charter, no.
Go back to that.
Okay.
Do you want to go back to that?
Yeah, we'll go back to the other one that we tabled. Nikki got the poll books, she can open that up and we'll find that voter.
Go to 6th
And,
ward. Mark, no. Yes. We're doing Jody, Jenny, Mark, yes, no.
yes on the charter,
Yes on the charter,
no on the referendum. Okay.
Jody, Jenny, Mark, no. We're gonna go to 6th ward, Stephanie. Charter amendment, no. Referendum, no. Jody, Jenny, Stephanie, no, yes. Jody, Jenny, Mark, no. And then I can go through. I believe we do them all at once and then we switch.
Okay, sure.
Jody. We're gonna skip down to Stephanie. No, yes. We're gonna skip down to Stephanie. No, yes. Skip down to Mark. And no, yes. Same, no section, Mark. No, yes. Jody, Jenny, Stephanie, yes, yes. Jody, Jenny, Stephanie, no. Jody, Jenny, Stephanie,
The back,
No.
the backwards.
No.
You're reading the first name.
Mark,
So,
no.
They had to use that. First name, last name.
And the last name is that first name.
No,
So it's
no.
32.
Like,
yeah.
instead of Bill Quacky, it's like
Jody,
what?
Jenny, Mark, no.
Yeah, so there was just a misinterpretation of the name, so
Fourth one,
we
we're gonna be
would like
doing a
to
write-in.
start over on this individual and give
Do we
you,
have to bring the item back to the table, please?
Charter amendment, no.
Do we have to
Referendum, yes.
Move to remove from the table.
There we go.
Second.
All right, now discussion.
Explain it again, Christine.
I'm trying to understand.
No, yes.
I understand that the name is not listed correctly.
Jody,
the name is not researched correctly. Researched
Fourth,
correctly.
Mark,
So,
So they are
no,
registered?
yes.
I'm going to look the correct name up right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Jody,
So we have a motion to return to the table. Do we have a second?
yes, yes. Jody, Jenny, Stephanie, no.
All right, just give me 1 second.
Jody, we're gonna skip down to Mark. No, yes.
Strange
Jody.
name that can be
Jenny, Mark,
listed someplace.
no, yes.
I can't believe that there's a Lucky William, registered in the road someplace.
They put Michael Louise
Well,
on mine.
that I
Yeah.
can see.
That happened to me once.
Oh, did that happen to you?
Yeah, it's happened to me many times.
Sometimes they put my first half of my last name in the middle name.
Yeah, they've done that to me too.
Okay. The one that we tabled and brought back onto motion, this individual with the correct name is registered in precinct 26 outside city limits. My apologies for the confusion.
It's okay.
But you found a name and
I found a
birth
name
date
and date of
that
birth
matches
that
up?
match, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Move to reject outside of city limits vote.
I'll second.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't actually live in 26.
They are registered in 26.
That is inside Simply Limits 26.
Did I say
But they
that?
voted at the wrong precinct?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, it is. Hold on a minute.
Oh, my lord.
Where did they vote?
Sorry, provisionals are confusing sometimes.
They registered in 2A. They should have voted in 26.
Withdraw my motion.
And are they a poll worker?
Hold on.
No.
Okay.
So are they city residents?
They are city
They voted at the wrong precinct because they voted where they were working on election day.
No, not a poll worker. That was the research error.
Oh my God, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing.
Someone who is registered in precinct 26 voted in 2A.
And they're not a poll worker,
Okay,
correct?
That's correct.
okay, that's good
But
to
they
know.
are not a city resident.
They are city,
They're a city-
according to the Secretary of State's website, okay, they are registered to vote in precinct 26 inside city limits.
Okay,
They voted at the wrong polling place. That's the only
Okay.
problem.
we can accept that.
Sorry.
I move to accept it.
We had a motion to reject, and it was seconded.
I withdrew my motion.
She withdrew it.
Okay.
I move to accept the ballot.
Thank you.
And I second.
Okay.
They live in city limits.
Okay. Call for a vote. Bill Koecki.
Yes.
Weezy Michael.
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull.
Yes?
Mayor Buganim.
Yes.
So you have a separate file for count, that's the only one that's going to
Okay.
count so far, correct?
So move to accept. No. We have two more.
Okay.
Two more.
This is the only one that's going to count?
This is going to count.
All right.
All right, this voter voted in, doesn't matter where they voted. They voted, and they are not registered to vote. We called the county, and we looked in the Secretary of State's website. They are not registered in West Virginia.
Move to reject unregistered voter?
Second.
Bill Koecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes.
I'm hearing him say yes, no.
Mayor Buganim?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. This voter is registered in precinct 86 outside of city limits.
Move to reject?
Second.
Bill Koecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes.
Mayor Buganim?
Yeah.
Retract. Okay, this voter is registered in precinct 38 outside of city limits. They did receive an application to change their precinct. They moved. The county advised that they received it, but they did not receive it by the deadline, so they did not change it in our records. The deadline to change your voter's registration was the 5th, right, 7th,
So-
April 7th or 8th.
So this was just a change of address?
This was a change, and it would have changed their voting precinct.
And,
But the county did not
Changed by
count
the
it.
deadline.
They did not, the county did not receive it by deadline.
But they are in
The city limits.
or outside the city limits, which,
They, right now, according to the Secretary of State's website, they are registered to vote outside the city limits, but they said they moved, but we did not, and the county did not get it in time.
Did they ever turn it in?
I'm sorry?
Did they end up turning in their change of address?
They did
after-
with the
after
county, but
fact?
yes,
The
but
county
it
won't
was
process that.
Past the deadline.
past the deadline,
But they are in city limits now, for sure.
according to the county.
Yeah. I'm okay with
I like density limits.
Deadlines exist for a reason.
I understand. I'm good either way.
You ready right now?
Yeah, deadlines are,
I move to reject for missing the deadline.
I second it.
2,000 people tried to change after the deadline. That would be a,
That's
Yeah,
where,
you're right.
What kind of precedent do we want to set? I struggle with it because I want everyone's vote to count.
Yeah.
And I understand things come up. But at the same time, I don't want to set a precedent that deadlines matter.
Okay, for a vote to reject, Bill Koecki,
Yes.
Weezy Michael,
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull,
yes.
Mayor Buchanan.
Yes. What's the last one? You got the last one.
Okay. We have one provisional that you all voted to accept.
Which was a inside city limits but voted at the wrong polling place.
Yes.
Not a poll.
The same everywhere.
Do you know your clippy thing back here is broken? Like, there's like the white thing there is broken. You know what's broken?
The machines that live on the road, so like me, they're a little beat up.
Getting old.
But you're still moving.
That's right. Still operating. Actually, to tell you the truth, probably why that happened, once you clip that whiteboard, you really can't undo it unless, like, I actually cut my hand wide open in another county helping them election and the swallow machine was small. Cut my hand open. Count to 0. Cleaned out our ballot box.
Okay.
Yeah, counter 0.
Clean that ballot box out. No more provisions to the county. Everyone's talking about the key. What's your key?
I don't know where I laid mine.
I'll grab it.
Check on the podium.
That's what I thought I was.
There was a key there earlier.
Changed that paper, that's the last thing I remember doing.
Is it with that rule?
No. This is my key pocket. Oh, it is in there. Sorry, I got a big pocket.
Christine.
Sorry about that.
Too late. Do you want to get through?
That's not what gets us.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hid in that corner, basically, I got this pen.
Yeah.
He found it in his pocket after you
I'm
left.
sorry, it was tucked in a small corner of my pocket.
Yeah, your clip for you already got the little loop.
Just one that was in my house, had a big ring. There was some random straight, that scared the lights out when we went in my garage. And that, it was so, we had to make this along with the other keys. So that's all our processing, now we're just waiting on the hand count, right?
Anything in the precinct 10 report to look at?
No, but I
No,
will.
just keep it there, that's fine. Don't want to get confused. Lost my game today. Compile the provisionals into election day, as that's when the ballot was marked. And the absentees are put in with early voting as to extract any vote that can be picked out for having not been ballots cast. So what I'll do is I'll give you two versions of each report, official and unofficial.
Okay.
So then for the next 48 hours, use the unofficial, and then after it's sealed, you use the official ones.
Okay.
Hey, Christine, you will provide me that file?
He needs that file for his GIS stuff to update it.
Oh, yes.
Gotta have that nice pretty dashboard out there. Yes.
You'll be looking for this green.
Thank you.
Yep. And if there's any reports needed later, I can be asked, and I can generate something differently than what I'm making today. But this is the same thing I made election night. I'm wondering if you could get that ballot out before I take that home.
Is this your house? It's like the ultimate golf because it's Tiger Woods.
It used to. I have another one that says Nike Golf.
I used to own that hat because of Tiger Woods.
It is a golf, yeah. It's
I never even watched him play, but everyone loved Tiger Woods when I was a kid. So I had that one, and then I had the black,
he's
like
had
fedora, not fedora.
too many injuries.
What are those
Yeah, so that hand counts
called?
then,
Like
Oh, the one like Payne Stewart used to wear. Gosh, what is that called?
Okay, right there you go.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I have a couple of them, actually.
I had that all black with the white Nike check because of Tiger Woods too.
Now this, is this supposed to be, do I need to have one that just says precinct 2? Or do I need one that has everything?
I can't play. I get so bored. That's just all my attention's there. And I hit the ball if I aim this way. I always do that way.
Yeah, I can fix that for you.
There was,
You're happy
there,
that should fix that easy.
Got tight hips is what I was told.
As well with our councils.
yes.
Yeah, the total. If I remember correctly, this is just from my memory, I think it was 158 total. I think, if I remember correctly. What's that report say?
78
precinct
from the
ten?
ballot.
What's that?
We had 78 from the ballot.
Correct. How many early voting ballots did you have? It was 78.
78, I don't have them in hand, so.
That's fine. Grand total should be 158.
78 plus 78?
What's two?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
So 80.
I'm not that good at mental math.
This one?
Just like to do 2 extras, just in case.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
Where's it, this one?
Mike, we only have 80 over here,
80 for what?
precinct 10.
Total?
Total, yeah.
The 2 absentee, they just
Yeah,
counted.
there's 2 absentees and there should be 78 for election day and 78 for early voting.
So that's 80.
Well, I had 78 extra over there. I thought we only had 78.
I don't think you opened up the election
That's what I
day
asked you
box, you
earlier.
only
Did you
did
give them the
early
election
voting.
Yeah,
day ballots for
we didn't
Katie?
open election day.
They've only counted early voting.
Okay. So 80 is good. So we'll just add in the election day as well.
Cool, we are done.
Halfway there.
Well, that's not much.
Okay, are y'all done with early voting?
These say 429 on the top. Is that the election day or?
Excuse me? 429 is the election day.
These are election day ballots, so we did not do early voting.
It's early voting.
Well, what is confusing is that there's actually 78 for early voting and 78 for election day.
Oh, okay.
It turned out kind of funny. I was looking at the report.
Well, hold on, we had to sort these out, a whole bunch of others.
Correct. So those are the early vote precinct 10 ballots. We're looking at every precinct 10 ballot cast in the entire election.
Okay, so do all ballots say 429, 2025 at the top of it?
Yeah, the election day.
Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah, sorry. So I understand now. Sorry. That is how the system is programmed. Yes, the election date is put on the ballot, not the date that it was voted. That would give you too much information to reverse engineer a person's ballot. You know which day they voted during early vote or something. That's right.
So are you done?
They're done with early voting.
Yeah.
They're not done. Well, it looks like Gary and Veronica are still.
Because we don't want to commingle them, right? Yeah.
That's what we were deciding, is we count them all using the total column instead
Yeah.
of either respective column.
We did.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're going to this
Yeah.
column, which would be
Yeah.
those ballots
Yes,
added in.
yes. But when they're done, I'll give them this. Does that sound right to
However you wanna do
you?
it.
That way they're not mixed?
However you want to. Yeah, I mean, you can separate, that's fine.
Those are all really different.
Since you probably want to put them back in EV, is that what you mean? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. She just wanted to keep her ballots organized, she's doing better than I am. Get to that, get to that column.
That ain't all.
Home for a solid day.
I hope that everyone who's watching is currently standing in line at Mediterranean Guys for their grand opening ribbon cutting celebration that we're missing.
We're wearing yet, or? Yeah, I'm gonna verify our own stack now. This is way out of count because they had way more 10s than we did. They had 53, we only had 25. Yes.
Yeah,
78. Plus the 2, that's 70.
good.
I can beat the back. No, they're already committed. The tree's already done. I just make your name on it, this list.
I'm hungry. I'm Joe.
Did such a good job of stacking.
What's your next appointment, sir? I remember you had some time on us today.
I took off work,
Oh, thank you.
so hopefully, my next appointment will say is 1:15.
Me too, me too.
1:15. 3 minutes. You can make it.
It just is what it is.
And this was the smaller one. I didn't do what I wanted. We'd have been here 3 hours. That probably got 500.
So we'll try to split it this time, yeah.
That's just the statement balance.
That feels pretty good.
Precinct.
Poor Gary over there.
Spell precinct for me.
PRECINCT.
I was making sure if it looked weird. Sometimes the font on here makes me do that. Sure. And then I'm for the election, I should do everything you should do.
Is it permissible to go make coffee while they're counting?
While we're second, how about down here baseball? Match numbers 3.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want coffee?
What's that?
Nikki's going to get coffee. Does anyone else want coffee?
Yeah,
Let you know right now.
Cream and sugar or black?
please.
Cream and sugar.
Both.
I'm good.
Anything else
I'm
you
okay.
need?
Thank you, though.
I'll generate all this stuff.
Just whatever you normally give for us. That's fine.
I'll ask Miss Carrie what she wants.
Okay.
So I gotta talk to her about maintenance item at the same time. I'm using that as a segue. Might not come in today.
Oh, really?
That's what he said. It's better than that one campus where we had all these official write-ins. Boy, that was tedious. Reading all that tape, that'd take forever.
Didn't we at one point have someone filed as a write-in? Did he withdraw?
He did.
Thank goodness. Makes canvas much longer. So that's what you'll have in the thumbs, and I'll put a database back up on here.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, that should be everything. I would think.
Got 4.
Is maintenance guy working today?
Oh, yeah.
I put it all in there.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta have somebody help me since it's on here. I'll hold these and lost strand down. Put it all out there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Picking on you.
There's a little food right there. Throw it down there. Maybe it'll go down there. It's looking for the crumbs.
This doesn't give the total of everything.
Excuse me?
These don't give the total of everything. These are the ones.
It's basically just another, like statements about what's used.
It's gonna be confusing.
See what I'm saying?
Separate sides.
So, they're not, it's on my side, all that matters is if they come to these numbers within 1%, that's what they do. Because that's over 100, they can do 1. To be precise, they can do 1.58, but it's off. But you can't be part of a vote offset. It's 1 or the other way, it'll be fine. Okay, copy everything to the thumb drive. Of course, now the race has changed, because I mean, that was like 10 ballots difference. Nothing can change from that ballots.
right.
That's why it's like.
Yeah,
that
right.
matters. What's yours? I'll go ahead and put
these up, take them with me. So what was that thing? Did you get green because you wanted green for that?
Did I get green?
Found the ice cream.
No, this is what Josh gave me.
Still matches.
Not that fashionable.
She looks back when she wants to. When she helps me on the machine, she looks pretty ready to work. Is that a nice place at? That's what I do too. Remember those shorts I was wearing?
No.
They were awful. I get dirty in the shorts. When I'm loading the trailer and stuff, it's really disgusting today because I had to be picking up the car. I had our trailer filled with the fuck off. So I didn't have to tow this fuck up. Yes.
Can I not use this? I use this. I didn't have the precinct on it. I used this form as the total.
Sure.
And I had them sign it.
Sure.
So I have another one tonight in case I messed up. When I did.
Good job, Christine. Right now. Sometimes it's not off.
Yeah. Oh, thank
You got your minutes.
So you can give me the
Yeah,
totals,
this week.
right?
And graduation's
You already
the
gave me the totals.
16th, 17th, 18th?
Because it doesn't account for those ballots, obviously, because it doesn't move by the county.
Yeah, it's actually, usually it's on Mother's Day, but it isn't this year, I don't think. When is Mother's Day? No, they moved it this
She's in
year.
Boot County. Kanawha County has like
I
seven.
haven't seen the dumpster yet.
I saw,
700 ton.
last night I saw one up at downtown when I was working.
192 sticks.
I had to believe that.
They stuck me at Dadsman this year. That's like the worst place you could get. They stuck me at Dadsman this year for a move out. It's the worst place you could get.
Why is that?
Because of the track, there's nowhere to go. It's just that hill, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare on that hill. Especially if it's hot outside, there's nowhere to go.
And then they'll have like 3,000 absentees sometimes.
Okay, so graduation, move out.
Yeah, I think that was during COVID. Yeah, they get a lot.
Well, today's the 5th. Wait a minute, when's move out?
When's that?
How's it smoking?
When's move out?
Like working.
5/8.
Like my buddy, he works at WV. He's doing move out stuff right now.
Right. Okay, well, it doesn't have my job on here, but move out's the 8th, maybe the 10th. And then graduation's
Yeah, so
16, 17, and 18. This is like our details. It says what jobs I have. These are like overtime. I hate working 7 a.m., especially after a night shift. We're on like 14-hour shifts for graduation all 3 days.
Yeah.
May's brutal for me because we have graduation, grad fest, move out, all kinds of stuff going on. So, yeah, that reminds me, I got called out late. Yeah, graduation. We do what's called power details. And anytime an event comes up like basketball, baseball, we sign up to power details for those jobs. That way we can get extra money. I don't like to sign up for basketball. It's awful. Because you always have to stand in the cold for 5 hours. And I'm like, hate it. But if you don't sign up, and not enough people sign up, they'll put you on it anyway. Like football's mandatory. Everybody's getting on football. You can't get out of it. You should be down and you can't get out of football.
As long as I get that summary and what Karen needs.
Well, I'll make sure I can get her done. If you don't, she doesn't have it. 28, 28. I mean, that's the early voting breakdown. It's usually half people do early vote, so like that shows you.
It's crazy.
Oh, thank you. See you later.
See, now I kind of want one.
Doing all that equipment. I'll get that. I'll get Chick-fil-A in Clarksburg.
You want it?
Get Chick-fil-A in Clarksburg.
There's a Chick-fil-A in Clarksburg?
Oh yeah, big one. It's all
Up on the hill.
every time I go.
They are, and I walk, I need a bigger space.
I just want to have a thing.
Yeah.
How's your back then?
It has its days. It depends on if I'm, like, I try not to overdo it. I mean, it's day to day. I can't do what I was doing before.
Here at the stadium.
I haven't golfed one time since I left.
Your little noties?
Really?
Can't. It's just, it's too much pain. Like the ribs are what my problem is, which is surprising. That it's taking this long for my ribs to heal. But the back, I just can't stand it whole long. You could definitely.
You doing anything in terms of exercise?
Yeah, I do. I tried to walk first, I've been but I'm out for this year, so it's only to do any of that. I think it's what the insurance will pay. So I have to wait till July. I ran out like a month and a half because I was going in twice a week. So, but I'll go back in July. I'm trying to find a place where I can do aquatics. Like where I can exercise in a pool. So,
What, well, I don't know when silver kicks in, but health work sets a lot for tonight.
I do.
I was reading.
Okay, you know what I have to. Yeah, I've used that one before. I heard there's one specifically, like a whirlpool, but it's specifically for injuries. It acts as a whirlpool.
That could be good. That could be
But I
bad.
think that's out of cheap aid.
Might be.
But I don't think they take my insurance. I don't know. I gotta look into that.
Can't you use WB facility direct?
Yeah, I can. But I still have to pay membership, but we get a discount, obviously. It's like $25 a month. It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. When I do all these cleanups, all I can do is like pick up wood and that's it. Because I can't lift anything still.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of cleanups.
I can't stand it.
Get a lot.
And now
Actually, that
we're
reminds me.
coming up at the same time. I'm
Were
like,
you able to do anything with
but you never said I could finish
the cemetery?
Danielle and I and Ella went and Mark Downsmore. We were like, what the hell? Like, we thought it was just gonna be like a couple little piles.
Yeah, yeah.
Danielle, how many, I'm sorry, I didn't know. How many garbage bags did you guys pick up over there at that? He was asking me about that cemetery area.
Did you do the cemetery?
Just a few bags. It's unbelievable.
We probably filled half a dozen bags in a couple of minutes without even trying, and it did
It's-
not make a dent.
It didn't make a dent. It's bad.
I've always used a good one, not a fake one originally.
It's gonna take at least 12 people and a couple dump trucks.
Which cemetery?
My brother was
Yeah, I'm always like reading
cemetery?
one.
Is it difficult?
Donald's Boulevard, and it's hard terrain to get to. It's off the trail. Maybe you can see.
I'm usually in the middle of one that Connor and I are reading together.
Well, we're gonna have to.
And then
We're gonna have to
I
do
listen
it.
to like.
Because that's what I told the kids.
Yeah, we're gonna, but listen,
that's nice.
Joe, there's tons of needles. So, I don't.
Person told me.
Danielle, were there a lot of needles?
Too many.
Not that I saw.
So here's my suggestion. Anytime a kid sees a needle, they call it a
Yeah.
You'll be getting your backpack and your.
I told the kids,
Yeah, we're cleaning up on May 31st. Because we're gonna have this huge volunteer
Get
group.
in here fast.
Hopefully about 50, 60 people. So we're gonna send like 12 people. Joe's gonna send some of his kids back in. And then,
people volunteer.
I just picked up one from the library.
How are they organized? Is there some sort of,
I organize it, everything.
but is there some,
So, like, the union guys that volunteer, I gave them the hardware. Like, they were cleaning the medians, and they do, like, the other day, they did the 2 down trees on the board. We saw those back. And then, like, the ladies, the older ladies like myself, we just do that.
Yeah, but
And all the college kids, they just do little pickup. The high school kids, actually a couple of the high school kids did some reading, some of the football or the track players. And then, but 90% of what we're doing is litter pickup. The more manual is the weed eating. And the trees weren't expected. That storm was really bad. And that whole area, that storm wiped it out. So we had to go back in. It was bad. I'm like, oh my God, we just had that looking so good. That storm just went right through it like and it took everything out. Like all the trees were down. The little branches were everywhere. Like a lot of debris. And I'm like, well, that was a lot of work to went down the tube. But, yeah, so we're getting there. So. But I'll tell you what, I thought maybe 1 or 2 cleanups for like exit 155 to the Coliseum.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still working on the Coliseum, and it's been almost 2 months. So it's just because it's so big. It's like 3.5 miles from the Coliseum to I think the exit. So we got it.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
But the state, I had a meeting with the state on Friday. They are going to take land to the boulevard and to the bridge, to the bridge, and the median. And then Damien volunteered to do, they're going to do the outside of the median, and Damien volunteered to do the median with their brush. So they'll have another night cruise just going to brush it. And that's at 155. Where we from? Did I show you the pictures?
yeah, you do.
And that'll just, and they're gonna do it before graduation, which is good. It's gonna look nice.
Yeah.
Because last year,
Yes, I do.
at graduation, it was
What color is it?
awful. Bill, it was embarrassing how bad it was. So,
Get right through audiobooks. I put them on 2X. Fast reader. I can process things.
Grade below, on top where you put the whole the key in there.
Yes.
this is
That's under there,
this
right?
is what the meeting looked like when we
Yeah,
were
go ahead and close it.
getting all the debris.
And you can hit the shutdown.
That's what it looks like
on the
right
screen.
now.
Doesn't take long, does it?
It was, no, look at that. That was just, every line had a big pile of dirt.
Yeah, I know. It's better than, but they move.
Yeah. So what we're So what we're gonna do is, now that we've got those big piles of dirt clean,
He's just gonna brush over.
they're gonna brush over it, yeah. The state's gonna do the outside.
We have
and
1% wiggle
The
room.
city's gonna do the inside.
Not that I want to be 1% off, but they can be.
I mean, it's just awful the way, you know. This is just,
I wish y'all could just buy equipment. 'Cause I don't have to haul it back and forth. I'd still come
A
up.
few more elections.
Stands on the other
Thinking about
side.
this.
Yeah.
26 is the
Yeah, we
the
have-
next presidential.
like, we had a lot of, like cardboard plastics and things
Get your
like that.
provisional ballot.
Like over here, look, that's
Christine's record,
tires.
someone she knows where it goes.
Those are tires and broken
This is the provisional ballot. I can write on it.
that were just up and down the road.
It's not in the barcodes.
Yeah. Now, this was the biggest pile. Look at that pile.
But you keep it somewhere.
That had to be 10 years of dirt and white mark.
Precinct 10 stuff.
And where is it,
It's on the absentee thingy.
That's what it looked like. That's what those look like originally. This is our
would've been the one
That
that said-
isn't even the bad
Oops,
part. Look at this letter. I'm gonna find that picture.
Can't get any pictures of,
In the report.
Those are,
No, yeah.
that's,
I took it over there. I don't want to get it messed up. See it?
where is that?
that's South Hill
Good,
Bridge.
especially do it so.
Yeah.
That's the south, below the High Street Bridge, I mean. Yeah. That's what it looks like.
See it?
Yeah. I deleted a bunch yesterday. Little Chris. These are some of the union people, okay?
You talked to Chris off?
Oh, yeah.
How's he?
I like it. He loves it. He loves it.
So that's the one, is that the one that counted then?
Like, I went,
Stick it back in there.
I hope it does.
Yeah, that's the one.
I hope it does, because he will just do it.
That in there.
He's a good man.
You?
This is, look at this. This is right next to the Star City Bridge.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar with all that.
So disgusting.
Just amazing.
I
the
just,
crap that's
I
going
know.
on.
It's just,
Responsible for it. It really is. It's depressing.
it is depressing.
Just, because it's just endless. You fix it and it happens again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take, so it's gonna take a while to do the Dominance Boulevard. in Kansas.
Oh my God. Of course. So then you gotta submit it to yours. It's ridiculous. So she took it to the
Should we do that one? Danielle, can you buzz Laura out so she can go to the restroom?
One right
Come on.
up.
Oh, here, I got you.
Thank you. How do I get in?
Just go ahead.
Just go to,
When you get it.
let's go to the right. There's that was a leftover Chinese I ate out of it. Still give it to me.
I'm crashing at the Airbnb again, right?
Sure.
I brought the clean pennies. Oh, Morgantown has a cauliflower crust. Remember that.
I like to wash my dough. It's just good. I hate that.
Thought this was gonna be
Better get my official looking notebook to give you a carry in case you came back.
$1,595. But I billed the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Sorry, you're missing the,
two trucks.
It's done.
They were both cracked. The control bar was cracked.
What they say.
So we had to
that
replace that
doesn't
and all
help
the
me. Yeah, obviously, I
bearings
know
were
that's the case.
on the right side. And then the transverse kicked.
Yeah, I understand.
So basically, he said just hitting all that kind of dislodged the core. So that would have been $3,000. And I told him, don't do that, just say, because that I would but all the damage.
Did you already drink the water I gave you?
Gary, you're gonna sign off for me to do a ride-along with Lieutenant Sharp?
The transfer space.
Are you gonna sign off for me to do a ride-along with Lieutenant Sharp? I was like, he asked if I ever got it scheduled. I was like, I keep talking about it. He's like, come on, I'm here. And it was like showing me his schedule. I was like, it's like impossible this month. We'll see you in June.
Like it sounded like my tire.
Does it taste bad?
Like pictures of all the potholes I had. Like the one.
When was it?
The one
Yesterday?
I did.
This morning,
was-
oh, Lord.
Because when
I hit the trailer in the parking lot.
It literally. They thought it cracked my ass. But I wasn't the only one. There was like 6 other
Kids won't eat.
They all did it at the same time.
Well, they would have swallowed
It was that one.
They done?
And the Westover. To come off Westover.
Yeah, it's the total of all the ballots.
Yeah.
15 miles an hour, because I saw everybody else stopping. And I went really slow. You can't see it how deep it was.
Satisfied?
Because it just looked like a line.
Yeah.
But man, as soon as you went over there, the cars went in. Both cars. Like went in. And
Yeah.
by the time I got to the top of the accident, my car wasn't driving. That's how bad that car was. And they know about it.
Stop caring if I make.
They were very familiar with that.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, they didn't even question that.
Richard City's on stage.
But still, it's going to take a year to get it. It may be a year before I get reimbursed.
Oh,
But at least I mean, I've heard some people say because they get so many claims,
Motorcycle class Saturday.
which they probably pay millions and millions of dollars in claims
Oh, not the helmet.
throughout the entire state.
Like the ball cap. Like here, where you hold it?
It's like, you know, you don't want to.
Why?
Do I look like a hat on?
If you get,
They probably pay less than what they're paid because people don't take the time to actually.
yeah, that's probably true too.
that was very nice.
Yeah, that's true, because there's a friend of mine in Pennsylvania. They came to West Virginia, $1,100 for damage, and I kept telling Charlie, you should stay around, get the receipt, tell me where it was, I'll go take a picture of it or whatever.
Probably.
But they don't really require pictures of
It
it
was dumping right
if that area is known for it.
That's horrible.
And, oh, it's okay, I got it. And I'm like, why not? That's $1,100. Give it to the kid. He's rich, he don't care. But I was like, that's stupid. But he's right, like a lot of people probably don't even know that you can turn that.
It takes like a year to get it. It takes like a year to get it.
Yeah. I've had some people tell me they got the check within 9 months. Somebody got it 6 months. One guy got it a year and a half later.
It's not good, but it is designed to do what
I gotta go to work tonight. This is cutting into my nap period. I've been taking naps like 3 to 5 every day. That's how tired I am.
huge difference.
Get a little, got some time before 3,
One can get plenty of it.
as long as you don't have anything else to do.
It's my last night of work tonight, until Thursday, so I should.
It's like sitting in an air fryer sometimes.
She loves it.
So I wish I'd have thought about that, bringing that thumb drive with me.
Who's got tomorrow?
No, well, matter of fact, it's sitting in my case.
They actually make those?
Who came rolling?
She really liked that one.
She did not.
Usually I don't take my nap on Mondays since this is my last night of work.
That would be so warm.
She's the worst she's ever had in her life.
Oh my
She
God.
regifted the back to my dad for his birthday.
Can't read that? 1%.
1%.
Is that an actual tablet, or did you make that? Folded?
You know, we make paper carbon charge. All you have to do is cut paper and put glue on it, man.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, it's all over, it's all scratch pads. We give them to customers.
So glad we're not doing the other ward.
I gave you scratch pads. They're up there on your desk.
You only gave me one. Two employees.
There's two. What'd you tear it in half? Then we got two. Is there a trash can under there?
No, it's over there.
Chief Fresh Air.
The reason it's pink is the paper was running out. So I had left it for you. I had another paper away. You can keep those three because you technically paid the power. So this is one of mine. Because the machine's coming back with me.
Getting there. Although I actually ate breakfast, so that's pretty good.
Don't take that from him.
Oh, I brought oatmeal.
I had cashews for breakfast.
So maybe gluten-free?
You know, I could over to Bubble Fish in my car and then treat it for lunch.
Only if we leave the trailer there.
They cool with that.
I brought my
I talked to Portland parking.
You brought what? Oh, wax.
Sorry, camp's still going on, still professional. I hope to get my bike done. We bring it down to Bridgeport. Well, you guys get the transport bikes, I believe, don't do it.
You don't have one of those that you can use it from motorcycle.
Trailer?
No, I mean, you have to have like a, you have to know how to strap it.
Yeah, we're going to get my buddies someday. Saturday. Jackson, Ohio. It's about as far as from here, from Spencer. Okay. So we can go straight up. In Spencer, I split. He goes up his hill to the road. There was a house that fell over on his road. Put it in. I know. They made it all that way. Isn't that funny? That's how it always goes.
Which interview did you say you listened to?
I'm sorry.
What interview did you listen to?
Interview.
You said you had listened to the interview that I did. Oh, WTF?
Yeah,
Oh, it's one on Friday. It was Thursday or Friday last week.
you were actually, that was actually picked up from another location too. I think.
Oh, was it? Oh, the WPA or PBS maybe or something, public radio. Yeah.
And I think that's also, Channel 5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you were all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
When I'm home, when I'm doing this,
So it's expensive.
I have my smart speakers to
Oh,
all
okay.
these
Yeah.
newscasts.
I
So
get real nervous when I do this.
You do real well.
Get real
And it
nervous.
was well spoken.
So we can't certify it.
You made good
Not until the 40
I
hours.
mean, I
That's
am
why I
getting
give
a
you
little bit
two
better
versions.
than from when I first
An
started.
official.
I didn't speak a lot
The
when I
difference,
first
one
started.
says official, one doesn't.
well.
If you need something else, I can generate it.
didn't do anything that was controversial.
Yeah, I was trying to,
Would provoke someone to.
that's hard for me too. Not to do that. And if sometimes I don't mean to do it, sometimes it just, that's why I don't like it.
When you hold an opposite opinion, it's difficult sometimes to express it without being confrontation.
Yeah.
So, but you guys pulled this one off.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Richard's birthday was yesterday. You shouldn't have happy birthday.
No, I didn't know. But I will message him today. What am I supposed to know? I don't think so.
There's one that only had like 30
Clover's friends with everybody. Sometimes it's best not to.
I don't know if she did it without 30 votes.
The one downtown, that's one.
Presbyterian, that's what this one is.
This one is your okay, because it's, and my neighborhood,
You know exactly what I mean.
she said she was only 70,
Maybe riding my motorcycle right now, Kristen.
but she was
Yeah, it is nice out there, isn't it?
Perfect.
doesn't have access. So
Well, it's
now
nice to my house yesterday, but as soon as I got in Spencer Wines, it went hail and everything.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I early voted. I'm precinct 10. Our polling place is first place.
is it Eureka?
First place.
Which is about when we get back.
Eureka County. Which one is that?
I'm not sure.
So this is basically for downtown.
Richard wanted to smoke me tomorrow for his birthday.
I don't-
Dude, let's wait till.
I don't know where all precinct 10 goes. I know that I
So if you were to vote, where would you go? Down to the church?
am First Presbyterian.
Yeah, that's where I would go to.
Today. Because tomorrow is a long day too, because we got an election, yeah, council meeting. Actually, I think still got all those ballot boxes are ours, so we're only taking them back, the scanners and the voting machines.
That's surprising. Since I was downtown.
And the secrecy screens are yours.
Did you already take yours?
Yeah, I took the 3 last time, I believe.
Precinct
I checked
16.
them. Yeah, because I grabbed them that night.
Precinct 16 was Bob Park.
We got a box, just like you got a box. Did you only get 20?
I think so.
Yeah, 1 box. Going back to Clark for Sunday.
This is certificate of votes.
Is that chicken place open?
That's an SOS.
We're gonna be way more specific than that.
30
Yeah, it should be. I think they closed this week.
It's work. Well, no, I didn't get this.
Oh, yeah, they
It's
closed on
this.
school.
Good thing it's certified. Yeah, it's okay.
This is the canvas.
Nah, they're closed.
What's a good, like,
This is the precinct.
memory song?
Yeah, I think you declare today, right?
We declare the results of the election.
Yeah. And then 48 hours and then it's certified.
I can have the council go and sign this, and then, or I can have them sign it to the election, or council meeting.
Yeah, whenever you adjourn, you got 48 hours up to you to quit, that's all I can make for sure. And then if nobody says they do the 48 hours, it's certified, it's done, it's sealed up. You can't work before you
I'll wait on this.
Not 48, 28, whatever the figure is like here. Hey, just imagine you could have 2 elections like this at county's done.
Counselor in.
Counselor in? Okay.
We have math as much as we can possibly math.
Okay.
What next?
Tell us your total, starting from the
Starting
top.
with second ward. Jody got 107.
Okay,
For fourth ward, Jenny got 96.
okay,
For sixth ward, Mark got 96, and Stephanie got 57.
Okay,
Charter amendment, for the yes votes got 29, the no votes got 123. For the referendum, the yes votes got 79, and the no votes got 74.
okay.
Yeah, that's within 1% ordinance.
We're within the 1% margin.
That's only like one vote, right?
Correct. That's exactly.
One vote.
On that second amendment.
Yeah.
When you just tell them.
Yeah. On the referendum, we had, our earlier count came back as 80. They had 79 yeses. Our earlier vote was 73 noes, and theirs came back 74. Still same amount, just in a different place. One vote difference.
Everything else is like.
Everything else was identical.
Okay.
Do we move to accept the result?
We can, yes, we can move to declare the results of the election. And if one of the candidates would like to call for a recount, they have 48 hours to do that. And once the 48 hours is up, if there is no, request to recount, then council can certify the numbers at that time.
So the motion is to move to accept the results. Is that right?
Declare the results, yeah.
Move to declare the results.
I second.
Okay. Do you have a discussion or? No. And then they'll have 48 hours.
Okay. All right, call for the question. Bill Koecki?
Yes.
Weezy Michael?
Yes.
Danielle Trumbull?
Yes.
Mayor Buganum?
Yes?
Okay, if there's anything else, if there's no other discussion, then we can adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second? All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.